Mysteries getting impounded in his fears. Blinded by denial, but the evidence is clear. Ships sink, hold fast, ain't no magic trick. Horizon pulled them down, yo, science hit quick. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Empirical proof, got 'em feeling defenseless. Curious UK globe of rhymes resounding. Flerfs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. Gravity's the force pulling truth to the ground. Apples don't fall sideways, we orbit profound. Lunar eclipses drop shadows in curves embrace. Trying to run from the math, but it smacks the face. YouTube vids claim conspiracies thrive, but the stars don't lie, they dance and jive. Experiment repeatable, tested, done. Flat claims, flat line under the scientific sun. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Spinning truth round the axis, that's a factual ride. Flerfs fumbling hard, trying to run and hide. We got that gravity pulling, you just drifting through. Science slaps empirical, stick to the glue. Round pound, sharper minds, we probe for the real. History stacked tall, experiments that seal. Curious minds, globe-trot evidence rolls deep. While Flerfs count shadows, we night sky sweep. Eratosthenes flex with them shadow lines. Measured Earth's curve, no conspiracy signs. Dropping mics like Newton when his apple fell. Maths to beat, y'all theory stale like a cell. Foucault's pendulum swinging to expose. Rotation so true, no flerf can oppose. Telescopes beaming, Copernican frames. Centuries stacking, Flerfs out of their games. Round pound, sharper minds, we probe for the real. History stacked tall, experiments that seal. Curious minds, globe-trot evidence rolls deep. While Flerfs count shadows, we night sky sweep. Launching satellites, proof in the pics. Flerfs screaming tricks, we dropping data bricks. Physics and logic on a level supreme. It's a curved reality, splitting Flerf dreams. Launching satellites, proof in the pics. Flerfs screaming tricks, we dropping data bricks. Physics and logic on a level supreme. It's a curved reality, splitting Flerf dreams.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome in Curious UK Debunks. I haven't been on for a while here, so thought I'd just jump on. I had a few minutes. I don't know how long I'll have, but hey, we'll crack on with this. We're gonna kind of check out a little bit of Mikey Smith. I'm sure most people have seen that Mikey Smith had a massive crash out last week, in which he apparently phoned the police on the Drunk Debunk show, phoned the United States Border Agency. Don't know why he did that, because I'm pretty sure Mike Curtis is a U.S. citizen in the U.S. already. So why did he phone the border agency? Don't know. Don't care. It's Mikey Smith. Then he phoned the wrong city's police agency, which I don't know why he even did that, because honestly, it's a civil matter. It's YouTube. He thinks he's being harassed. It's a civil matter, and if Mikey Smith knew anything about law, which obviously he's not like Witsit, he's not as legally adept as Witsit is, he'd know that it's only a civil matter, and you'd have to take on the small claims court and claim for harassment and stuff like that. Yeah, thanks Hanzo there for yeah, don't forget, if you're coming here, if you're watching afterwards, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm trying to get the count up here. I am putting some videos. I got one in the works about Peter and Pete, or Peter and Repeat, as I like to call them. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. They got lots of different names. And them commenting about, still going on about the fact that they tried to go after MC Toon, challenge him for a debate, and then they ran their two little bitches because they're scared. So yeah, that's coming out here very soon. I'm just finishing up doing that. I've been super busy. I've had wife's birthday. I've had loads of cleanup. I've had been having a massive tip out with the whole house. 2 full skips actually came out because our back garden is just full of all sorts of shit. Obviously doing the gardening, getting ready for spring. I got other things going on, so I've just been super busy. So I haven't been able to turn out videos, never been able to live stream. Just a lot of stuff going on, so I do apologize, but I do jump on when and if I can. So hey, my mom bakes cakes. How's it going, buddy? Is derp contagious? I think as long as you well, as long as you take your anti-derp pills, keep your vitamins up, you should be all right. If you're Mikey Smith, drink some borax, right? But don't do that. Do not drink borax. Do not do that. It's very bad. It's poisonous. Don't drink borax. Okay. And nice to see you there, buddy. So yeah, so what I thought I'm gonna do is I thought we'd check out some Mikey Smith stuff. See some of the aftermath of Mikey Smith's done. I'll get a thumbnail up on this here soon. I just kind of jumped on because I had an hour or two. So let's get on. Let's get on with it here. So we're going to check it out here. Then you got Mikey Smith here. So I thought I'd check out anybody who hasn't seen some of the stuff kind of leading up to all the Drunk Debunk show stuff. Apparently Mikey Smith filled out this FBI IC3 form, which is something to do with child protection, online child protection. It's actually nothing to do with what he did, but hey, we'll see here. What is that? You check 100%. Took it away. Oh, they retracted it. Okay. let's check this out real quick. So let's see who's gone here.
Hey, Drunk Debunk Show, Globies, Monkey Cat Pat, Brenda Debates, McToon, Craig Fight the Flat Earth. Just contacted, filled out the IC3 form on the FBI.
Okay, recording.
Is this video? Oh, there it is.
Hey, Drunk Debunk Show, Globies, Monkey Cat Pat, Brenda Debates, McToon, Craig Fight the Flat Earth. Just contacted, filled out the IC3 form on the FBI website. Drunk Debunk Show will be contacted.
You'd rather drink 100% vodka rather than the borax any day of the week. Dude, on the weekend, I was drinking 100% vodka. I was doing vodka shots and all sorts of stuff as it was the wife's birthday. So we had a bunch of friends around on Saturday night, went out for a meal, come back, and had libations until, well, I think when I went to bed, the sun was coming up. So it was actually into a new day. Sunday sucked. I was tired, and I may not have been hungover. I don't know. I was probably too tired and probably still pissed. So, hey, yo, look, Mikey, I'm advertising for you drinking alcohol. It's not alcohol, but hey, what about this, eh? How about Monster? Oh, flerfs love Monster, don't they? Oh, no. Oh, it's got 3 lines on it. Oh, no. The beast. Borax rots the brain, yeah. Borax rots lots of things. Don't drink freaking house cleaners. They're very bad.
By the FBI. I'm taking this to the next level, and I'll keep climbing up the levels. I had an email sent to me about how I could fill out forms on the FBI website, IC3 form. Thank you very much. Go ahead and keep talking about me, guys. The FBI will be contacting you, and
I don't think so.
Keep it coming, fucktards. Keep it coming.
Ooh.
Keep it coming. Remember, all I'm doing is talking about truth, the stars, and of course, yes, the firmament, because it's there. Doesn't that bug you, Brenda Debates? Doesn't it get underneath your skin? I've recorded the firmament, and so has other people. Not just me. Many other people have been doing it now and will be doing it. Shed a tear. Ooh. Does that bother you? Good luck. Yeah, so I'll give you an update on the FBI file that I just filled out. Yep. I reported his YouTube channel, his name, location. Yep. I would highly recommend not talking about me anymore. Good luck, guys.
You know, all he's done is made himself a target, right? I mean, he's just big even more. I mean, what do you think I'm doing here? All right, let's just check to see. Okay, what Mikey was just talking about there. I thought I'd just look it up. This is for shits and giggles. What's is the firmament made of? Glass, water, both? You know, they claim it's some unbeknownst crystalline. No, they claim it to be molten metal, which doesn't make sense because if it's molten metal, it would mean it's liquid metal, which would then fall. because metal is, even in their their theory of how things fall, is denser in air, so it should actually fall. So firmament shouldn't be there. Some claim it to be some crystalline glass thing, crystal or something like that. That most of them say God made it and we're not meant to know. Which, you know, is just a cheap kind of cop out just to run away. So I looked up the IC3, this Internet Crime Compliance Center, IC3, which is run by FBI. The Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3, is a central hub for reporting cyber-enabled crime. It is run by FBI and the lead federal agency investigating crime. So, file a complaint. IC3 focuses on collecting cyber-enabled crime. Crimes against children should be filed with the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Other types of crimes, such as threats to terrorism, should be reported to tips.fbi.gov. Tips.fbi.gov. Sorry. How can we help? Tell us what happened, contribution, and our mission. Oh, you got a sneeze coming. Hold on. Sorry, I prefer not to sneeze over my new microphone, so. All right. So, we need, so what do we need? What we need you. We need you. Between staying connected with family and friends, blah, blah. So this seems to be talking about internet crimes, right? So, yeah. He had to go to professional Phil Bell. It's still up. Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, look, Mom Bakes Cakes. Look at freaking, was that Holly, freaking Cracky Jackie. The crap that she comes up with, and she tags me in it all the time. And she's, you know, I don't respond, so she's kind of, I get the odd notification that she's like tagged me in a post. She goes after Max and goes after, I think she goes after Mike, Drunk Debunk Show quite a bit, because they kind of bite, they kind of engage. I'm done with that. So I had my fun with Cracky Jackie. But she still texts me and shit. She's put me up. She's put up videos. She's put up videos about me, and even on reported stuff, they're still up. YouTube doesn't give a shit. So, and what Drunk Debunk Show did to Mikey, they're not gonna do anything. He's being facetious. He's having a laugh. There's nothing behind it. Well, that's a good question. Yeah, why isn't the one that Nathan Oakley did, which was slander, was like loads of like really, really bad stuff about Professor Philip Bell? Why is that still up? He guess as good as mine. Talks to corporate overlords. I cannot speak today. All right. So this is what Mikey filled out. Internet crimes. What having a little laugh, making fun of somebody online is not a crime. It's funny because Mikey goes on about how he has freedom of speech, but yet he doesn't want anybody else to have freedom of speech. Contradiction much, yeah. This is a funny one here.
Okay. Okay, guys. I'm sorry to let you know, but I've taken a screenshot of this. This is Jupiter.
It's not. Well, I couldn't say it is.
I love this phone. My older phone I've decided to use, guys. S20 Ultra. This is interesting. I like it. See, you can almost see it looks like Venus. All the planets are going to look like Venus. Sorry, guys, they're not twinkling. These are what is it? A stationary frequency, if you can call it that. I'm going to brighten this up. Yes. This is Jupiter, boys and girls. Hey, you guys and your fake bullshit and your lying son of a bitches out there. You AI workers, you Photoshop.
Oh, am I not? Oh crap, I'm not. Sorry about that. I'm actually in the middle of doing something else here. Okay. Thanks. Mom bakes cakes. Crap. Let me just switch over here. There we are. All right. I forgot to click the button. Let me go back a little bit. I'm only showing some shorts, anyways. Okay, here we are.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm sorry to let you know, but I've taken a screenshot of this. This is Jupiter. I love this phone. My older phone I've decided to use, guys, S20 Ultra.
Mom bakes cakes. You notice that they only complain about they until the flerfs need they to help them complaining against us. I always just find that quite interesting that they don't want the government to do stuff until they want the government to do stuff for them. Like Mikey Smith lives off the government, but yet he always goes against the government. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Just quickly here, just while I'm that's his observation of Jupiter, right? Now I find some kind of fun here is this guy here. Oh, two. Okay. Ooh, what am I doing here? Where are we here? Here we are. So as you can see, that's I show it here. Here we are. Okay. That was Mikey Smith's observation of Jupiter. Here's what I did a couple weeks ago. Now this is a stabilized image of Jupiter straight from a telescope. So I just find this quite interesting. I've showed this to Mikey. He doesn't. I just think that's quite entertaining that he thinks his Jupiter, which is that there, that smear, is Jupiter. So this is Mikey's.
This is interesting. I like it. See, you can almost see the.
Do you see? I haven't been able to catch ISS. I haven't seen Saturn. Is Saturn above the horizon yet? Saturn has been on the other side. And it's I think it's just starting to get now. I just realized this the day I was watching on a Facebook post. I follow something for astrophotography, and they showed that the pinwheel galaxy is actually something I can quite easily see. So hopefully, maybe this week. If not, if the weekend's good, I go out on the weekend. Up to the observatory, I can go to the parking lot because it's the parking lot's never shut. At the observatory, not too far from my house, and I can probably get the pinwheel galaxy. Fingers crossed to get it. I've been trying to kind of get some deep sky stuff, but my equipment isn't top notch. But I think I might be able to do it. So, hey, Space Invaders, going, buddy? This is you. Yeah, doing well, mate. Doing well. That's a good question. My mom bakes cakes. Depends on who you ask. Some people think it's just a light to the sky. I've been having some run-ins with Jim Anus, who apparently doesn't like Mikey, but his observations are very similar to Mikey's. Honestly, I thought he was actually a glober taking the piss out of Mikey Smith. I didn't realize he was actually serious about his observations using a P900. Funny as fuck. I've been still asking him how to how if you can falsify my observations, and he can't. He just keeps trying to skirt around shit. Quite funny. But so yeah, this is Mikey Smith's.
It looks like
This is April 28th.
Venus. All the planets are going to look like Venus. Sorry, guys. They're not twinkling. These are, what is it? A stationary frequency, if you can call it that.
And then as I was showing here, this is observation I did I just have to look and see again. I think a couple weeks ago. So I got some. This one I did recently. I got another one that, well, more recent. I haven't finished doing them yet, but I have Jupiter. I just did on the weekend. So I did Venus as well because I went out to get Venus. Probably collimations out a little bit there by the looks of it, but and then I got some live stacking of this I did. So this is from my Newtonian telescope that I have. That I did this with my using proper equipment instead of just a cell phone and a pair of binoculars. So a bit of a difference. Mikey Smith, this is what Jupiter actually looks like. What you're showing, buddy? Yeah, that's bullshit. I don't know what you're showing, but that's shit is what that is. That's just, I don't know what that is. That's just crap. He thinks he's done something fantastic here.
I'm going to brighten this up. Yes, this is Jupiter, boys and girls. Hey, you guys.
All right, on Big Skicks. I did show something about the reports about that he did years ago. Mikey Smith, where he did kind of do some inappropriate stuff with a 16-year-old girl. I did a live stream of that like last year. And I've kind of left it at that. I think it's just something like I kind of put out there. People can look it up if you want to see. If you want to message me and ask, I can refer you to it all. I showed all the evidence. This was a flat earther exposing Mikey Smith, who he hung out with him, blah, 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 a lot of stuff going on. And so, yeah. And there's a YouTube channel that is out that has it all on there, but I did show it on a live stream. So, but yeah. I think it's funny is Mikey Smith complaining about Drunk Debunk show, doing videos on him, and then Mikey claiming that he's being harassed, but yet he seems to have no problem harassing random people by phoning telescope stores, by phoning observatories all over North America, harassing people at science centers. He has no problem harassing people, but anybody does it to him, he can't take it, which is just, I think, is hilarious. Yeah.
Your fake bullshit and your lying son of a bitches out there.
Yeah, Mom Big Skicks. Sorry, I'm just looking over the comments. So yeah, I did see that. That's what I was talking to a Space Invader. If I said Mom Big Skicks, I'm sorry. I was talking. Hey, Mom. You see, you got the link from me. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Mikey's got some issues. More than just his learning difficulty, which I think he's. The only thing I could think of his learning difficulty is that he's just not very smart. So and he don't read so good.
You AI workers, you Photoshop workers, you bullshit workers. Honesty always comes through. Venus is, the truth will always be, oh my God, yes.
Does Mikey not think it's weird that Venus and Jupiter, who are two completely separate celestial bodies, why do they look the same in his binoculars? Why is it they look the same, but you notice they should look different? Everybody else is getting different results. Why is he getting the same no matter which one he looks? Commonality, Mikey. And commonality is, what's the common factor if you're getting the same results of all your stuff? Even in fact, why is this look the same as all your fucking quote unquote stars? And the commonality is it's your fucking optics. That's what we've all been saying for ages. It's your methodology and it's your optics. You're doing something wrong. That's why all celestial bodies look the same. It's overexposed. It's fucking internal reflections. There's chromatic aberration. You can see it by different freaking fringing and different style stuff. You got the green here, white. You got the blue. You get into reds here. You're getting into like the purples or violets down here. That's different freaking fucking light wavelengths being bent at different things because of how your freaking optics is shite. And your new $2,500 freaking binoculars, which you could have got freaking bitch ass freaking telescope and astro camera for that, and got way better observations. It's not gonna help. It's just gonna be the same shit. You just got the same shit with a bigger pair of fucking binoculars. It's not even that great of freaking magnification. Like I pointed out, I got freaking a cheap ass freaking Solar Mark freaking reflector telescope, and it's still got more magnification than all of your freaking binoculars. Every single, and it's freaking not even 1/4 of the price. Right? It was like a couple £100, right? If that. So 1/10 the fucking price. Let's just say $250 it costs for the full kit. And it came with freaking cell phone mount if you wanted to use it. I stopped using it after getting the Astro camera because it was a lot better. Because I was getting freaking fringing and chromatic aberration. It wasn't the greatest shit. Yeah, Space Invader. I do agree, and I don't. I think sometimes I suppose I am talking to the flat earthers, and but in essence, what I'm trying to do is put this out here is to counter all their bullshit. So I know I'm not arguing with them, but I am trying to expose and expose their bullshit. So Mikey claiming this is what Jupiter looks like, I do try to show. No, this is what Jupiter looks like. Here's my observations, and I'm using a telescope. I'm using the proper equipment. This is what I'm getting. Is my observations fantastic? No, my equipment isn't the top notch. Astronomy Live, Reg Rhetoric, fucking countless other people getting far better stuff. Go on YouTube, look up for astro photography, look up stuff like that. Fucking, it's fantastic images. I get okay images, but I got like a entry-level camera. I got a entry-level telescope. I do the best I can with it. I would like to get a better one. Notes down below where I have my my GoFundMe, but I've hit a few snags this year, and so while I'm trying to save up for it, as well as anybody who's willing to pitch in, obviously always appreciated. I am trying to do that, and we'll see. Eventually, I might get it. Might take me till like fall, might be winter until I get it. Yeah, maybe Santa will be kind to me. Who knows? But that's where I'm at. Like I'm still working at it. So, but in the meantime, I got a few upgrades to do to telescope. I got some flocking to do that I've been putting off, and I might look at changing the mirror a bit. So a couple of cheap upgrades I can do, and going from a spherical mirror to a parabolic mirror and get better observations with that. So. I understand that Space Invader. Yeah, there is no proof of flat Earth. End of story. Yeah, and I've been asking for 5 years for evidence of flat Earth. All I can get is globe denial. So,
and the moons, I don't know where they are, guys. This is good. Why is this so dark? This is Jupiter. I had to phone to confirm. Let's take a shot of this. There we go. Beautiful.
The wind's bad too. Shit. I suppose he's recording his he's doing this a video on his phone, isn't he? So using the phone microphone.
Yes. So there we are. We're recording Jupiter. You can see that I'm lined up with Jupiter there, and it's flat. It looks like I took a screenshot of it with night shot mode. And a screenshot of night shot mode with the 20 Ultra.
S20 Ultra. I mean, not really. I mean, this modern phones. I got the S24 Ultra. I'm looking at my contract's up like for paying for a phone. I can upgrade to the S26. I'm seriously considering it. The only thing I don't like is the fact is the S Pen doesn't have. You can use the button to take pictures, which I do use. I set my phone up. I use the astrophotography mode. I get like wide. I've got some cool shots of the Milky Way. Like in October, I was out at observatory for an event, and I got some really cool night sky shots. I even got Andromeda in the shot. Like it's, you know, when I zoomed in, it's, you know, it's obviously not fantastic, but you can see it's a galaxy. It was freaking pretty cool. It was so dark. It was awesome. I had my telescope there. When I pulled it out, I actually broke one of the connecting thing. Like I see a spider. It's for the tripod. One of the connecting arms. It actually broke on the trip up there, and so and it was like super late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I did consider setting it up. But I decided to get back. I had a long drive. I was way up in the hills. I had to drive all the way down to get back to where I was staying for the holidays. So I thought better. I thought I better get home. I get too tired. Back country winding roads. It was I've never been there. It was shifty. So yeah.
Got her going, boys. Just took a.
All very good. All very good. Questions to Space Invader. Space Invader asks, if you want to go down the route of the biblical theory, what are the pillars of the space pizza stood on? Depends who you ask. You want to ask Iron Horse? That he thinks that we are the basement, we are the floor of the universe. Apparently, like we're like, I don't know, the fucking the floor, and covered by a magical dome. And he asks, if heaven's outside of the firmament, which holds out the water, are we all fish in heaven? Oh, I don't know, maybe that's ascending to a higher plane. Maybe that's, you know, maybe we're just like a little dome at the bottom of the ocean, and then you dive up, and we ascend to be some sort of alien fish. I don't know. Maybe hold on here. Hopefully that works. Yeah, thanks, Space Invader. I just heard that. I got my stream kind of monitoring a little bit. Every once in a while, my interface just decides to go freaking on the fritz. I gotta unplug it and turn it back on. I don't know why it fucking does that. Annoying. So. But yeah, who knows? I do think it's weird. So let's go on with this.
Video and shot or picture to verify what
I lost my train of thought with the microphone going shit there.
I'm looking at. I'm gonna do another night shot mode here, guys. Thanks. Oh.
All right. So yeah, that's okay. I am just monitoring that. I've switched cables. I've tried all sorts of stuff. I don't know why it's fucking doing that shit. So yeah, let's kind of see what Mikey's been up to here. I think just the other day he did this, so we're gonna check this out and see. I haven't actually watched this, so.
All right, guys, we're gonna go over a video that I recorded. I think a year and a half ago or so, give or take.
Oh, this should be good.
We got these 3 lights. Or wait, did I put it in CapCut yet? No, I didn't.
The big problem with Mikey is that a lot of times his optics aren't very stable. He's either in wind, or he's bumping it, or he's moving it, and so you're getting a lot of motion blur. Oh, that's good. Look at that, Mikey. It's like we got Bob, Mikey Smith, my status, Kelsey, Van Skeptic. Job. What's on your phone? Come on. Oh, good. Yeah.
We gotta get this CapCut video first.
So
All right, recorded these 3.
Does Mikey not realize that CapCut actually does do some processing on all his videos and images? Like, he's always going on about how people are like have like AI or like processing on the images. Well, like, I still understand this. Like, does he not comprehend the fact that his phone does processing, even if he's using his S20 FE or Ultra or whatever? Does processing. It's processed. It's got a little bit AI in it. CapCut does processing and changes things. It's not actually raw footage. Like what I just showed there was, I suppose you could say processed. I had run it through a program called Pip, and what Pip does is takes all the images. So the images moves a bit. It just puts it in, and every single way you see it fluttering around. That's all the images, but all stacked to be in the center. So all it does is takes all the images, stacks them, puts them in the middle, and stabilizes them so that when you want to go on to do the next thing, stacking, then you can. It's easier for you to do stacking without it moving across and stuff. It has everything in one spot, so it's like a stabilization. So it's all the raw footage, all the raw images. Because I'm doing is I took like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 images. Is what I do, and it's all just they're all stacked. They're all stabilized and put in one spot. Over and so I'll do like a say 3 minutes of doing like I think last time I did Jupiter was like 5,000 images for one of my sessions because I have a tracking mount so I can keep it. Now it does move a little bit because our tracking mount isn't perfect. It's just the old Celestron motor on my old kind of sort of worn out equatorial mount, and I have to adjust the knob back and forth. Like as I turn it on, I gotta watch the image and adjust the speed up and down. So it's all still kind of done manual. It'll go faster or slower. Sometimes I'll see the object start to drift one way or the other. And it's because I'm either going too fast or too slow, or my or I don't have my mount isn't polar aligned very well. Bumped it or something like that, or I've got a little bit off, or it's not sitting quite flush, and so it will kind of move off. But I can hold long enough. I can have that image on my screen for quite a long time. I can still kind of tracking it, and then I use that to center it also. It's kind of processed, but not really. I suppose I don't know how much SharpCaps does for processing, but it's as close as I can get to, I'd say, to raw image. But I'm not running it through like this is like a video editing software. There is processing going on in CapCut. I have CapCut. I've used it a couple of times for just doing some like my intro is all that was done. Part of it was done through CapCut. That's all I've used it for because I know what it is. I don't use it for doing even my videos. My son does. I don't like CapCut. So
lights, and they appear to be like the normal.
Space Invader says he's done some data recovery on the other day on a few old formatted hard drives. We got 5,000 old photos of when you first started doing photography. Awesome! Wow, bet you some cool stuff. I think just the other day is cleaning out a vehicle. Cleaning out my vehicle and some boxes. I have a vehicle I'm repairing, but I've been using for storage as well. And I found an old 7 megapixel digital camera. I opened it up and I found an old little SD card in it. And I thought, like, this is something I've had for, I'd say, I think I got this camera before I got met my wife. I've been married for 19 years. So, yeah, it's probably got pictures on there from either when we first got together or probably even before that. It's 15, 20 years ago. So, be interested to see what's on there. I haven't put it in the computer yet to see what I can find, but that's cool that you got that. Some old images. He was doing clarity and contrast on his video. Silk moans about photoshopping images. Yeah, I know he always does. Like he even admits he fully Mikey actually edits his videos, like changes the contrast, changes everything on CapCut, and then moans when if I did like if I ran my stuff through Registax, he'd moan and bitch, saying that I've manipulated it. Like Mikey's such a hypocrite. There are thousands of videos on YouTube about stacking images for him to deny all of it shows his mentality. He moans about being mocked for learning difficulties. He learns, yeah, I know. See, he moans about being mocked for learning difficulties, but he doesn't take any initiative to try to learn things, even when people have told him straight up. Like Gustav talks about his health advice, which he gives terrible health advice about drinking borax, about taking like handfuls. I think it was vitamin B12. Somebody said. I think Brenda Create said that. About him taking like 6 times too much Epsom salts in one drink and then doing it like 3 times a week, which claiming is cleanse, which is absolutely no scientific research. All right, I've seen a bit of Space Invader. No scientific research showing that a colon cleanse is even healthy, and then also the way he's doing it, all he's doing is loading himself on Epsom salts. Has got magnesium. He's actually getting magnesium overload, which if you don't believe me that he's actually experiencing this as well as his uncontrolled diabetes, look his last live stream where he couldn't sit in his chair because his feet and legs were tingling, were going numb that bad from sitting in his chair that he had to stand up because the pain was that bad. That's from magnesium overload. That's nephropathy from uncontrolled diabetes. His blood sugar is being too high. He's going to lose his feet. It's not a if, it's going to happen if he keeps going the way he's going. And unfortunately, the man just refuses to listen.
Regular lights that you see in the sky, some people would call them satellites. They would be mentally ill if they called them that. But we will go through this video here as I recorded it. And they're flying through the sky in formation here. We'll even zoom in for you.
There, got my kitty. Come to say hello. Say hello, Salem. Hello. Not just MC Toon. That's what the kitty's wrong. What are you doing? I think somebody wants to cuddle, so yeah, he's generate. All right. I guess we're gonna have a little friend here for this. So he's come for some attention.
Because that's what I do.
Pause.
And we'll keep watching them. And at some point, so they'll go out of frame, and then I'll put them back into frame. I go ahead of them and let them come across the frame again. And yeah, these were going, I would say, southwest to northeast, more northeast. There was no sound coming from these lights. They are not airplanes or an airplane or military. You can see that as we zoom in. There is literally nothing there. And then at some point you will see a red light flash, kind of where the 4th light would be if it was a box or a square. So let's just continue on. We'll zoom out so we can see the light, but it won't be coming for a while yet. So we're just gonna keep putting them back into frame here.
Dude, this is Mikey. This is fucking hell. Like, just show us the video you got or something like this. Him running it through like this, it's difficult to say what.
Going from left to right, or right to left, I should say. Here they come again, flying through the sky. And the reason why I do that is because I want to get in front of them so I can get a longer recording of them, and so there's less what do you want to call it, light streaking, because it's not.
Well, if Mikey learned to get a tracking mount, it'd be fucking actually pretty track it then. Shit. All the money he's paid out, he could have got himself a really decent tracking mount.
Streaking. And I've shown you that before on my live streams about these lights. And they are flat lights. They are not streaking through the sky. It's not light streaking like that. See, that's a light streak. You can see that. How moronic are we all, people, you know?
Dude, it also depends on how fast your frame rate is on your camera and how fast that's moving. There's not going to be right there. You're moving faster than that in the frame rate, so it's streaking across the sensors. But if you had something moving slow enough, it'd just be lights moving across. It wouldn't be a streak if your camera's fast enough frame rate. Like it's.
But then if you get through the video here, you can see that they're moving, and there is no streaking available.
There is streaking. You can see it. You can see it streaking. Watch right there.
See that they're moving, and there is no streaking.
You can see them.
No streaking.
Right there. What do you think that is, Mikey? A streaking. Idiot.
Available on my channel, okay? And you can see another one coming to the bottom right. There's always these lights in the skies, guys. You just gotta watch. And then I think eventually there'll be a red light near the bottom or near the, coming up here pretty soon. We'll just let them come through, and then we'll zoom in on, I think it's the next one that they come through the frame, and we will see, yeah, it's coming up, so pay attention, you wankers. Okay. Remember, this is not a single plane.
Why is he trying to use British terms? Fucking all, Mikey. Just fucking be a Canadian, eh? Just be a hoser, eh? Stop trying to be like from Britain, eh? Just be the hoser that you are.
There was no sound, and it's not, they don't have flashing beacon lights. It's not a damn plane. Let's keep asking.
Fucking might be a satellite, sir, Mikey. Might be a satellite. Might be
Asking questions. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Where would that light come from?
I don't know. I still think it's. I still think it's a plane. I think he's just doing something where instead of having to blink, and then he's just seeing that. Because how long was this? What, you got 40 seconds? Yeah, 40 seconds. Yeah, it's a 1 minute video. He's 40 seconds in. You see a red light pop up. Obviously, and there's times it went out of the frame, so that light could come up to see what comes on.
Let's back it up
gone.
again, and bing,
Pop.
bing.
Yeah. So how do you know? How does he know when it wasn't over here? No, sorry, over there. So what's that there? So how does he know over here that red light didn't come on? And when it comes on for a brief bloop, that's a fucking plane, you idiot. Look. Because there's times it wasn't in the frame, he even admits. Right? Over here, look, that red light's on, you don't know, right? Hey, holy shit. Mikey. Dude.
Where would that light come from? Let's back it
It's a fucking plane, you absolute bellend.
up again, and bing.
Yes. On, like, boom, off, yeah. Look how, yes, on, off. It's a fucking plane,
Where's
you
that
absolute
red light
bellend.
coming from?
The belly of the plane. And you're seeing the fucking, you're probably seeing freaking landing lights here. Is what he's probably seeing. Because you can have one light there, I want each wing, and that's the fucking front. And then that's probably, then it is probably one of the marker lights on the plane.
Folks, you can tell me that, because I have.
Remember, like, he's done all this, but if you look at how long, he's 40 seconds into a 1.5 minute video. 40 seconds. And there's times this was off the thing, and it's only on for a brief flash on off. And you could move over here, and that light could come on and off, he wouldn't have fucking seen it.
I have no idea. We will zoom in, and we will see that there is no structure there, folks.
You're not gonna see it. It's fucking nighttime. You're not gonna see a structure because you need light to come off of it. All you're seeing is the light. The lights on the plane. That's why they have marker lights on planes, because you can't see a structure. Or else, what's the point of having the lights?
And don't tell me you can't see it because of the bright light. Okay.
That's exactly it. You can't see it. You don't have anything reflecting light off to go into your sensor. If your sensor pick it up, you're at fucking nighttime, you idiot. Shit.
It's funny how you can see airplanes, but you can't see what this is. In
That
the
is an airplane.
darkness of night.
You can't see planes up in the fucking sky at darkness at night. All you can see of a plane is the lights, the marker lights. And then they have the landing lights when you get closer. When it comes lower, it's probably he's fucking tracking. Hey, Space Advocate. Yes, I got. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I've got on early today. Just I had some extra time here, and I've been so super busy and been dealing with a lot of family stuff as well as a lot of stuff around the house that I've got a quiet moment. So I thought I'd jump on for an hour or two and see if we can just look at some Mikey derp.
And we will go over here and we will adjust what we need to adjust in order to supposedly see what's behind these bright lights, but we will not see anything. Let's tone down that brightness and
Oh, you're definitely not gonna fucking see it now, Mikey. All you do is turn on the brightness of the whole fucking video. You're not going to see anything. Even if there's a little bit ambient light that maybe is reflecting off the structure, you're not going to see it. Like you've turned down the fucking stuff off here. You turn down the brightness of the whole fucking thing. This man, I'd say this man needs to go freaking learn at least the basics like of how to do photography, but he wouldn't fucking listen anyways.
zoom.
Point.
Let's go back and we'll zoom in, and no, there is nothing there. Oh shit, eh? Now what are we gonna say to Mike? Let's do
Please, Peace Advocate. Yeah, I'm doing a video on him now, so I'm fucking next. I don't know. I mean, he's an idiot. Okay, I'm not making fun of his fucking learning difficulty. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Mikey, you're a fucking dumbass. Plain and simple.
just criticize him about his fingernails. That'll disprove the whole video by itself.
Well, his fingernails are disgusting, but somebody explained to me that Mikey's a cross-dresser. So, I mean, instead of him doing press on nails, he decided to grow his fingernails out long. I mean, dude, I'd say as long as he keeps them clean, but it's Mikey Smith. So.
Let's sharpen it up here a little bit. You can kind of see some kind of ring around.
Oh no, it's Samuel. It's Samuel. That's how you spell it, Sam. Fly with reconnaissance, fucking hell. These two are like that. Wow.
Climb that one.
I was gonna say something, but it's inappropriate. Drunk Debunk Show. Yes, it is Mikey editing his video footage. Holy shit, isn't that crazy, isn't it, mate? Eh? Look, Mikey actually uses video editing software on his stuff. Wow. Would you not? But yet nobody else can. He uses CapCut, which does processing, and uses a Galaxy smartphone, which processes and edits his videos and stuff. Holy shit.
Just making a video here.
Nice to see you in there, Mike. How's it going, bud?
And then we'll run through the video here. Let's get out of the. So again,
Mikey's looking at a plane and he's confused. So
red light. I don't know where it comes from or what's happening there. How it's generated to be light. Red light.
Look, red light. It's a fucking market light. It's a fucking on a plane. Holy shit! Fucking that's just diabolical.
Bang boom. So. You guys can maybe help me out with that one.
Dude, it's 8 in the morning for you. It's 25 past 1 in the afternoon for me. And I didn't have much going on at this moment. Normally I'm fucking stupidly busy, but I had a few hours of not doing anything. I didn't have anything on, so I've took an opportunity. Unfortunately, I can't make this a regular thing, but hey, you know, it's still, I take what I can.
Let's just listen to the video here.
if I get 7 more viewers on here, I got just as many viewers as Mikey Smith had on his last live stream. CSA, it sucks. Hey, look, I live in the UK, and we have this rare thing called there's this bright disk, a bright orb in the sky, and it's really hot and it's blinding, and we don't know what to do with it. Some people call it the sun. We never see that here, so I don't. It's really hard to know what it is.
I don't know, guys. You tell me.
It's a plane. They showed the whole video without fucking around with it. Look, it's a fucking plane. Look, you can see it.
I don't know, guys. You tell me.
It's a fucking plane, you absolute fucking muppet. Holy shit. It's a fucking commercial plane. Wow. Wow.
Let's take it back here.
We had that thing in the sky the last couple of days. Yeah, we've actually had that thing in the sky quite a bit lately, which is why I've been out in the garden. I cleared, how big were the skips? Oh, several tons of all sorts of trash and waste and all sorts of stuff out of my backyard or back garden. It's just piled up, and we cleaned a bunch of stuff out and stuff. So I've took 2 industrial skips, which are like parked. I had dumped on my driveway, out over the last week and a half, and as well as been redoing stuff around the house and preparing stuff and decorating. And had I had a birthday, just had my wife's birthday, just on the weekend, and plus other things going on. So yeah, I'm busy.
Red flashing light there. Did you see it?
Look, all of you, stop with all your healthy stuff and just be a man. Breakfast of champions. That was not breakfast. That was lunch. What part of lunch?
I don't know, guys. You tell me.
Oh my lord. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You tell me.
It's a fucking plane. All right. I'm done with this. Oh shit, Mikey. Oh fucking hell. Then he wonders why we watch him. Then he wonders why we watch him. Holy shit. That's fucking awesome. He just put that up like fucking, when did you put that up? Like 23 hours ago. Oh fucking hell. Definitely an airplane. There you are. First comment, definitely an airplane. Older aircraft strobe type with red lights were literally a rotating beacon, so you might catch it in more than one frame. These days, it's literally a super brief all directional flash, much like camera flash, and will only show up in one frame. Sorry, Mikey, but I'm pretty sure that's just a plane with landing lights on. Holy shit, I just already said that. Thanks, BMW S1000 rider. Of course, could be wrong. No, you're pretty much right. Sea lightning, keep them coming. People like shorts. Fucking sea lightning. He's like, rah, 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 go, Mikey, go. Go, Mikey, go. Sea lightning, yay. Like, holy shit. Among Mig's cakes. Nah, 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 nah. Dirt man. Dirt man. Dirt man. Nah, 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 nah. Dirt man. All right. What's this fucking derp?
All right, guys, we're gonna go over my
One day ago.
Pleiades.
Is I should put this on if you're going on live chat. There we are. Oh no, Mom bakes cakes like add two spoonfuls of borax for the dirt flavor. Oh no. Oh shit. I had some toast, peanut butter, and homemade blackberry jam. Made from berries that I picked last summer. That was nice, USA. That was good. That. So how long do you think it'll take for Mikey to be calling the British police or something on me? Why don't you call like you can call MI6 or MI5? You probably call MI5 and ask for James Bond. All right. He'll probably call the Canadian Border Agency and have them and crab at me since I was born in Canada but live in the UK.
Pleiades constellation, and I'm going to show you that supposed shooting star, which is directly right in the middle.
CSA has put a link in the call. What is it? Here's a part of the yard that needs to be cleaned up. Yeah.
Doing a little yard work. Got to get this.
Let's check out CSA's yard work. Oh, look at
Get
that.
it cleared out so I can get a picnic table out of here.
I don't know if I can get pictures.
Looks like it's in pretty good shape still. But what's in here is rosebush and grapevine and a few raspberry bushes and these poplar trees that they grow tall and they look good for a few years, but then, after about 20 years they start falling apart. And well, they die and fall apart. But yeah, and we got a couple of trees that fell down over here. A poplar that fell down on an already dead apple tree. The apple tree, the core rotted out from the inside. So, but get through the rose bushes are fun. It's a thorny issue.
Yeah, I'd say.
But, oh, just giving them. Oh, just giving a bit of an update. Okay, I hope everybody has a good day and goodbye and see you next time.
Dude, just get yourself a big machete. Get in there, get some exercise, and then start hacking. Let's go have fun. Pour 2 tables of borax in the water and spray it over the grass yard. The grass will get so dull. It'll die of boredom. Oh, that's funny. All right. Thanks, CSA. That was entertaining. I don't know if I did have a picture of the skip. See if I can find it. One of them. See if I forgot it or not. Alright, if I got rid of it. I think I may have got rid of it. I don't think I can even show you this. I can do Mikey Smith. So that was our driveway there, and you can see the amount of rubbish I had in it, and then just off to the yellow thing there, right there, my finger is the big yellow industrial skip I had. Unfortunately, my camera's shite, and I can't show you. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of metal and stuff there. I had a 6-ring or 5 burner stove there, barbecue, or stuff. I had that stuff collected by a scrap metal guy, and we had the rest I was able to put into the skip. It was the second one we had. I had to help the guys load that up. But yeah. All right. Get back to the derp.
Generating power It is not a shooting stars. It's an electrical discharge out of the firmament. I know this pisses people off when I record the truth.
Look, dude, this doesn't piss me off. It's just you're just fucking wrong. So you know, it doesn't get me wound up. Doesn't get me angry. You're just wrong.
But if you want your milk and cookies before you go to bed, you're gonna have to deal with that yourself. So here we are. You can see that light source in the middle of the frame there. I will slow it down. We're going slowly with CapCut here, generating power right there, and then shoots it off. It does not come from...
Welcome back, Space Invader. Nice to see you back, mate. Well, obviously, you always gotta look after your mom. You know, do what you need to do while she's still here, right? I said, a lot of us have lost our moms in the last few years. So I lost my mom 5 years ago. So yeah.
From the left side of the screen and go from left to right. It generates power from those black...
Exactly. I can have my milk cookies, whatever, Mikey. Yeah, look, if I want milk and cookies, I'll go get my own milk and cookies because, Mikey, we're all adults and we buy our own milk and cookies. I buy the good cookies that hide from the kids.
Dots, black holes that Sam and I record, and that's where the supposed shooting stars come from. So we will see if I could, let's zoom in a little bit more here.
All I'm seeing is a bit of like noise from the camera, but
do some adjustments here.
Oh, let's just edit my my video a little bit with my video editing software. Yes.
I love pissing people off with the facts and the truth. It balls.
Well, Mikey, look, you shit on anybody else who uses any kind of software whatsoever. So yeah, since you disregard everything that I would do if I use my Registax or use CapCut, use my Sharp Caps or use anything like that, or using AutoStacker, I'm gonna disregard everything you put through your CapCut because you put it through this, so it's all AI generated slop and it's all edited and it means nothing. It's not true, and I'm just gonna use your same level of evidence.
A lot, yeah. As you can tell, because they're harassing me.
Oh shit!
On YouTube, let's try to get that stuff down a little bit. I'm not sure where to go.
Sorry, folks.
It shows up better when
I'm a little out of practice. I haven't live streamed consistently, so thanks for that. Thanks that my mom bakes cakes.
You record stuff with other phones.
I'm out of practice.
I think that's about as much as I can do there. But you can see that it generates power right there and then shoots off through.
But you haven't missed much. I'll back it up a bit. Like, it's what, a 5-minute video. There's fucking not really much to do. We'll go back again. I want people to see it because I'm doing this. So let's go. All right. All right, Space Invader. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, give us a bell later. I'll make sure my phone's charged. It's got like 50% in it, so 61. So yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. It's not that hard to tag them in. If they let you, some people have their YouTube set that they can't be tagged in things, like Peter and Pete, the ones out in Chester, the Flat Earthers. Yeah, I can't tag them because they have it set their privacy that they can't be tagged in other people's videos because they're scared. So yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go over my Pleiades constellation, and I'm going to show you that supposed shooting star, which is directly right in the middle, generating power It is not a shooting stars. It's an electrical discharge out of the firmament. I know this pisses people off when I record the truth. But if you want your milk and cookies before you go to bed, you're going to have to deal with that yourself. So here we are. You can see that light source in the middle of the frame there. I will slow it down. We're going slowly with CapCut here, generating power right there, and then shoots it off. It does not come from the left side of the screen and go from left to right. It generates power from those black dots, black holes that
He does realize the black dots are like a bit of like noise on the sensor, right? Like it's just the digital sensor in his camera. Like that's why I do astrophotography. You really want to do like high quality stuff. You get flat blacks, and that way you can process the that the software knows what's black and what's not black and what's sensor noise, and you can actually process that out.
Sam and I record, and that's where the supposed shooting stars come from. So we will see if I could let's zoom in a little bit more here. Do some adjustments here.
Edit it with some software.
I love pissing people off with the facts and the truth. It bothers them a lot, as you can tell, because they're harassing me on YouTube. Let's try to get that stuff.
Says the guy who goes around and fucking harasses loads of people while on his YouTube channel, either in person or by phone. Like fucking pot calling kettle black. Like holy shit.
Down a little bit. I'm not sure where to go before I had it. It shows up better when you record stuff with other phones.
Oh, I got noise, digital noise. It's just there's a bit of compression going on there. You can see as he's turning it up. Like holy shit.
As much as I can do there. But you can see that it generates power right.
Hey, people, don't forget to share this live stream out to your friends, neighbors, enemies, other flat earthers, globers, whatever, people who, well, just whatever, have a little laugh at the derp. Share it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. Helps bring it up, helps push it out to more people. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. What are you doing? It doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out loads, trying to build this channel up a bit more. And hopefully I can get going a bit more consistent, getting some videos out and doing some lives.
There. And then shoots off through the sky, as you can see here. Oops.
Yeah, Space Invaders, like if you want to do high quality stuff, it costs lots. In over 10K in. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm slowly building. I know it takes. If you want to do some high quality stuff, yeah, astrophotography, astronomy. This is an expensive hobby to be in. Like wow, it's expensive real quick.
Get this back in frame properly. So again, these are not shooting stars. These are electrical discharges out of the firmament. You can see right there.
Sure looks like something like a shooting star or asteroid to me.
Or this right there in the middle. I wish I had a cursor, but I don't. So I'll just zoom into that and right there. Electrical discharge, boom, right out of the firmament, okay? I have posted other videos of, you can see the holes there, but I will be recording this again, hopefully at some point. And yeah, so I'll just zoom back out here and you can see the whole thing there. See, it's not even coming through the frame, it's coming out of the firmament there.
That's just something entering the atmosphere, and then all you're seeing is where it's finally getting to the point where it's heating up and lights on fire, and then as it's already moving, and then it's just burning up the atmosphere. That's exactly what you're seeing. That's exactly what a shooting star is.
Easily said and done. See right there, you can see the energy being generated out of the firmament, and then it shoots that electrical discharge out and away.
That's it, just heating up and then burning.
So easily disproven shooting stars. That's what I do. Sorry again for the truth and the facts. And there we go, rocking and rolling. For those of you who do not like the truth.
Your 12-inch scope is gone. All right. So I'm still saving it for my my 10-inch, and I've changed vehicles because the last one, I don't know if you've seen that. But my last vehicle, the automatic gearbox in my old Kia Sorento, up and decided to blow up, and it went to the great scrapyard in the sky. And we've got ourselves another vehicle. Got a Nissan Juke now. Got a fairly new one, but a bit smaller. So, but the 10-inch will still fit fine. But I'm glad I'm actually saving it for 10-inch, not 12. Because I think just be, if I wanted to take one of the kids with me or some of the kids, I think a 12-inch just be too much. So. All right, there's but no worries. I'll see you in a bit, Andy. I'll talk to you later, bud.
Truth and the firmament bothers you, I guess you'll have to go to bed crying tonight, because I can do both. Prove that there is a firmament and prove that shooting stars do not exist.
Says the guy as he's showing a video of a shooting star. You know, quote unquote shooting stars, what we call shooting stars. And that's true.
That is electrical discharge out of the firmament.
It's not.
Honesty will always be the best medicine. Isn't that fantastic?
Either that or it's probably that. I don't think it's a satellite, because satellite you actually would see it come in and out of the frame. So
beautiful. All right, guys, you're welcome for the education. Thank you for watching.
See you later, Andy.
I will post a video featuring one of my larger amateur telescopes.
A nice telescope there. Oh, yes. See you later. Yeah, as Space Invader said, Flat Earth isn't for everyone, only the special people. What else is Mikey done here? Oh, gravity debunked. Oh, he's showing a freaking like TikTok video. Bullshit. Has anybody seen this? Should we go through this? Why not? Let's go through this.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a little video here.
Oh, I want to see what do you say here? Want to tell us more? So he's reporting the Drunk Debunk show. So let's get this up here. Oh, there we go. Sharing a few details. Okay, 4252. The Drunk Debunk show gives our location on in Tonopah, Nevada, and instructs his listeners to find us. This is this put us in danger of being harassed. I think he's definitely saw that, or worse will be while we were stargazing at a location, Area 10 Drive. This is my second complaint about this channel. The first was him teaching people how to use browser tools to alter other people's content. So he has no idea how, even though that was explained numerous times by Mike, by Max, by loads of people, that they weren't altering anybody's content, only altering what was shown on their screen at the time. So like Mike at Drunk Debunk show was only showing what his screen showed, and it went away. There's no permanent changes, didn't change anybody else's stuff. But these guys just Drunk Debunk show going to jail. Well, Mikey thinks so.
I'm going to mention this once. This is to everybody, the RCMP, the Canadian Police.
Well, is it a collective temper tantrum?
YouTube. I'm going to send this directly to YouTube and social services. Any of you three start harassing me anymore, I'm going to go to the lawyer and to human rights here in Canada.
Honestly, I just like to put this out here, and I'm actually really surprised that Mikey has not included me in this, because I had done loads of videos about his health advice, about his star stuff. I've done live streams about him. I've probably done more stuff. I may or may not have done more stuff about Mikey Smith in videos or live streams than even Drunk Debunk Show has done. Drunk Debunk Show did phone him and pretend to be part of the CSA, last year as a bit of a joke. So perhaps I put him more on Mikey's radar. Mikey did believe that stuff. That was quite funny. And I did a live stream, did a video reviewing that and laughing at it. And I've tagged Mikey in all my stuff. In fact, Mikey's got my YouTube, my email blocked because I kept sending him. He asked for videos of stars, so I'd send him videos of stars. He'd ask for videos of like the planets. I'd send him videos of the planets and the stuff he'd asking for. And he blocked my email freaking like over a year ago. And even on his live chat, he can't see me. Other people can see me in there, but he's got my email blocked, my Google account blocked for this channel. He can't see me in there. And he's even commented. He can see people replying to me, but he can't see my comments. It's fucking funny, and he can't figure out how to unblock it. Not like he would now, anyways. But I do find it quite entertaining the fact that he hasn't mentioned me. So it's yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't actually mentioned you. Could he just be a advocate? But like I say, he does ignore you. He's probably got you blocked. Like he's got me blocked, buddy. I think see if he's blocked your email, it blocks like off his YouTube. He can't see your comments. Other people can see him. You can still watch his videos and comment on his stuff. He just can't see them. If I do any comments, then I have to use like a sock account or something like that. Because I think even in his comment section of his videos, he can't see me, but other people sometimes will tag him in my videos, or they'll send him the links to videos. Like when I did his the borax one, he commented on that, but I think it's because somebody else tagged him into it, so he went and checked it out. So, but even if I tag him, I don't even think he sees me tagging him into the videos, but I still do anyways, just out of sheer joy of my for me. It's just fun. So yeah.
And you're going to have a
I know you're on the East Coast, and I'm obviously across the pond. So, fuck, I'm not worried. I'm freaking like 6,000 miles away. So,
huge problem. Okay, this guy right here, Drunk Debunk. He promotes being drunk on YouTube all the time. This
dude, it was for the fact that I probably had to go pick up my wife sometime later tonight. I'd be sitting here having a beer right now. So. I got a fridge full of beer from the freaking party we had on the weekend. I got a cart absolutely full of spirits of vodka. Last night I was drinking vodka, rum, and brandy with the wife. So just like little bits because we were finishing off little bits of the bottom of the bottles just to get them off the cart. So yeah. It's fun, yeah, whatever. Fucking, I went on Mikey's stream freaking pissed over a year ago and debated Matthew Akeem and destroyed him. And I was freaking rotten. I wasn't even ready to go on a flerfs live stream. It was actually quite funny. I was completely unprepared, pissed as a fart. Wasn't even thinking straight, and I still destroyed them.
Guy right here, he is drunk every single time. He is drinking on his live streams and harassing me.
So Mikey didn't actually check out where the Drunk Debunk show did like a dry July, dry June, and dry July. Like he didn't have a single drink, and even then, like, he's only had. I think the live streams I've seen, because I don't watch a lot of Drunk Debunk show. I don't catch a lot of his stuff. He's only done like, I think he's only drank. I think he got pissed off. Not pissed. He got drunk with Max once. So they're drinking. The hell was that? They were drinking something on stream, just two of them sitting there having a laugh. Because Mikey, you're 18, you're allowed to drink alcohol, right? He's not promoting anything that's illegal. Like, we're allowed to drink. I can sit here right now, crack open a beer. I probably could anyways, and have one beer, and nobody's gonna give a shit. So yeah.
He just told people to go get me. Okay, so let's just.
In fact, fuck it. Just because, hey, Mikey Smith, just because one ain't gonna hurt. I got several hours, so I have to go pick up the wife anyways. So, to Mikey Smith. Merlot, that's it. Merlot, that's it. Merlot, that's it. Yeah. Thanks, CSA. Yes, that's what they're drinking. It sounds like some freaking lethal stuff. But I'm just having this is a Pilsner, Carlsberg. I think it's what's 3.4%. It's Canadian stuff's like 5%. This is weak, so yeah. So yeah, why not? This for Mikey Smith, just because he likes drinking that much.
Listen. All right, guys, go find him.
No context whatsoever.
All right, guys, go find him. First. So I'm here. All right, guys, go find him. First. So I'm.
He was making a joke. If you see the whole context, like, oh yeah.
All right, guys, go find him. Yeah, that's good. Keep talking, Mike. You're going to have a huge legal issue along with your drinking problem. We've got other.
I don't have a problem with drinking, and drinking doesn't have a problem with me.
Statements here that I've got texts that this guy right here is making fun of my learning disability. I will be contacting Human Rights today, and I'm going to talk.
All right. I think that rings a bell, actually, CSA. For understand, Merlot is a Chicago-style absinthe. I like absinthe. I had it bought years ago. I was only young. I was in my early 20s. And it was a Christmas party for my service manager. And he was pouring, first time, I think he had green absinthe over a sugar cube, lighting on fire, going down. Big glasses like that. I was pouring one, and I was drinking whiskey shots, and he was giving me that. And then he kept pouring to me. I was like, no more. And he goes, no, I already poured that for you. That glass costs so much. Okay, fine, drink it. And it was really nice. I enjoyed it. I just knew I was probably feeling it, a little fuzzy-headed. And yeah, he just kept pouring them for me. I'm pretty sure I drank half a bottle of absinthe the first time ever. There's pictures of me dancing with his wife in the middle of his basement. So, and I didn't go to sleep that night. So it was a good party. We had lots of fun.
Contact the Border Patrol, talk to them about you. Everything that is known to man, I am going to destroy you. Because
oh fucking hell, Mikey! Oh dear, you couldn't destroy a freaking cheeseburger, buddy. Well, actually, you probably could. Why does Mikey act like he's so tough? Fuck. I was gonna say, no good story is ever started with. So this one time I was drinking a pint of milk and just.
You are destroying me mentally on YouTube. I'm having huge issues.
Oh, Mikey, your mental destruction was way before Drunk Debunk show came around, but you did that all by yourself.
With my life right now, and you are destroying me as you speak, you piece of rat shit. I am going to be showing this to social services.
The cheeseburger probably destroy Mikey. I only depends on the cheeseburger. I mean, yeah. Zach, how do you say you live in Canada? Do they still have Moxies there? You ever had the is it Moxies? And they had the Moxies Maxi Burger. It was like it was like that. It was like three or four patties, like thick. Oh, it was so nice. Oh, I miss Moxies. It was a good place. Wife and I, that's our first date. I met her. She was living in Canada before we came, and I came back here. Our first date was Moxie's. That was a good place. Yeah, the burger was nice. There is one here that's like that. It's quite big, but I can't eat like that anymore. I'm still recovering from Christmas, for crying out loud. So.
And the Canadian Police, Canadian Mounted Police, and Human Rights, you are going to be going down, buddy. You are not going to keep harassing me on YouTube, telling people to come and find me, okay?
Does Mikey not realize that if you actually watch that stream, watch where Drunk Debunk Show said that he thought he was, it was the wrong fucking state. Mike said that Mikey was in freaking Utah and Mikey was in Nevada. So how did he tell people to go get him when he gave people the wrong fucking location? Mikey, you're a fucking idiot.
I've been stolen from. My car's been damaged. All due to you and you pieces of shits out there.
That's absolutely nothing to do with Drunk Debunk Show, myself, MC Tune, or fucking anybody else on the internet. You know who's the only person on the internet whose fault is about Mikey's car being damaged? It's yours, Mikey. You're the one who ran into a fucking few different animals. Like, you're the one that said you ran into a fucking deer. You're the one that fucking didn't get things fixed and you should have got fixed. You're the one who's gone fucking drove hundreds of, thousands of kilometers for stupid reasons. And you're the one who's fucking like pissed people off. You don't remember that time last year where you lipped off the wrong person and some guy took a swing at you? And everybody knows where you live in Sinaboya. Mikey, I know where you live in Sinaboya. You know how I know that? Because you showed me. You showed everybody on a stream where you walked from your door down to the only police station in Assiniboia, and then you walked over to the only freaking town hall from your in Assiniboia from your door, and you videotaped the whole thing, including all the houses and the street signs, and you even said it was 5-minute walk from your house. Not fucking hard to figure out where you live. Oh, and then Google Street Maps doesn't take long because you can see where your car is because it's the only fucking Subaru with loads of flyer stickers all over the side, and you showed people exactly where your apartment is. If I was in Canada right now, I could walk to your fucking front door because you showed everybody where you live. Like, holy shit. So, yes, people damaged your... You pissed people off in your hometown because you're such an asshole, and people have done things to your car. Is that right? No. That's wrong. They shouldn't have done that shit. That's criminal damage. But you kind of did bring it upon yourself a little bit. Oh, is it more of a Western Canada chain? I don't know. Yeah, Canadian Specific. I don't know if it's even still around. I'm pretty sure last time I was in Canada. I think the Moxies that was there we first had a thing, I think was gone. Let me see here. Moxies. Moxies.co results in Canada. Choose a. So it says Toronto downtown. Let's look and see here. Yeah, Moxie's still around. Oh, helps if I here CSA. Oh, holy crap! Let me fix that. So the Moxies I knew kind of look like that. I don't know if you've seen them around, but yeah, they're kind of like this. They're like a bar and grill. Nice place. Not super expensive, but not like super cheap. So, always very nice. But yeah, I'm getting off track here a little bit. I was just asking. Well, that's exactly it. Listen, because I'm not an asshole, unlike Mikey Smith, I didn't dox him as the fact, even though he doxed himself, I didn't actually show, and I could have easily showed exactly how to get to his house. If you're in Assiniboia, all you gotta do is, like I said, find the only RCMP station that's in the whole freaking town. or the town hall or the hockey rink, and I could tell you step by step using just Google Maps 6,000, 7,000 miles away how to get to his front door of his apartment, how to get to his back door. And I can show you, I know where his windows are because he showed where his windows look out the back, and obviously you know where his car is. It's not hard to see. Like, it's just fucking brutal, the fact that he showed all that.
Okay, I am absolutely finished with this. I have multiple texts here on my phone showing what is going on with your piece of rat shit channel.
So now I know this is brought up on your TikTok, so yeah, whatever. Why is he kicking off on Monkey Cat Pat Pat? Monkey's always been really super nice, and so is Icy Spin. Icy Spin's actually a pretty nice, calm fella. So why is he kicking off with them? Because what I don't get is these are the only people when Mikey was going through a really tough time. The only people that actually came up, said some nice things, talked Mikey around, said some really nice, heartwarming things to him, and were nothing but really supportive of Mikey Smith. And then the only people that actually send him any kind of money on his streams. I just find it really odd the fact he's been so kicking off, being so mean to people like Monkey Cat Pat Pat, Icy Spin, Brenda Carates and stuff. And they're the only people that have actually showed him any kind of real kindness. None of their flerfs have been there. And what, even like Drunk Debunk Show is like LMAO. I'm not the confused one here, sir. Like, it's not being horrible. And he goes, oh boy, like, I'm a Mule fan. Good to see you, Mule fan. Nice to see you. Drunk Debunk Show, hi. Like, fucking hell. I've got flerfs in mine. They're just horrible.
Telling people to come get me and make fun of me. And yeah, this Mule fan guy can go to hell.
I think even Mule fan's been nothing but nice whenever I've been in Mikey's, if I've caught any Mikey's live streams. Like, most of these people don't even see anything but the only people who are horrible is fucking Tarot. Tarot's in there causing nothing but freaking issues. What about even Monkey Cat Pat Pat? Missed you, Mikey. Mule fan, like, the gutter girl, nice to see you. A long time no see. Mule fan, say like, hi dude, how's it going? Mule fan, like, where is it? Like, Drunk Debunk Show, hi. Icy Spin. Good to see you. Why is this coming up? Good to see you, Bam Crunk. Like, he's actually taking a piss out of Drunk Debunk Show. And he found, like, fucking, why is he even, like, this makes no
Piece
sense,
of rat
right?
shit, Monkey Cat Pat. All of these guys are harassing me on YouTube and trying to get me to kill myself. And
you got like, Tarot, who's a POS. Dumbasses say I don't feel it's right. It has to be wrong. Like, being a jerk. Tarot, no Bren dude. You're no one's second choice. Like, taking a piss out of the fact that Brenda's trans. Tarot, or like not even last option. Like, just being horrible to Brenda again. Vladimir, Brenda, because like you put a oh, I didn't got sea lightning. So got some people is horrible, and it's definitely not the Glibbers.
And there is something wrong with these people. Not sure what's going on with them, but we need to.
What else is being said here? Sure, Arnold, Drunk Debunk, Cygnus, keep it. Can you guys keep it down, Mikey? Beef and cheddar. Is somebody Brenda commenting on how Roger got fired from Walmart? He was a greeter. I think that this is. I don't even think this is Mikey's live. I think this is somebody else's. Real Arnold stuff on there. Yeah, yeah, because they're all mods. So this is I think this is actually from Max's live.
Deal with this.
You know, Bruce Wayne at the bottom there. Ooh. Buffalo. Like, there's nothing even horrible even about Mikey in that. He used to seek Arby's beef and cheddar. Yeah, they're talking about Roger Ledwell. So yeah,
And
fuck.
yeah, this is going direct.
So it's like this image is in Nevada. Yes, sir. I'm here. Here's Mikey's in Nevada at Furon. So that's somebody else that said that. They shot in Vancouver. Copium Emporium. Is a perfect place. La Francis. Mikey is in Nevada? Question mark. So that's why? Because Mikey's told everybody where he fucking is.
To YouTube. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful life, trashing the shit out of people.
Well, what else do you swipe on there again? Asian. Let's see here.
Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful life, trashing the shit.
I don't. Oh, this is fucking. Shit. What's his name? Crap. Crap. What's his name? Shit. Do you know his name? Justin Johnson, who's just a freaking conspiratard. And Jeremy Bird, probably a conspirator too. I don't know, but
Out of people.
I want to see what does it make you put there. Hold on.
Thank you very much, and
To say that was it. I never encourage unaliving yourself. I think the flat earthers kind of use Mikey by encouraging to do some of the stuff he does. Yeah, I do think the flat earthers do use Mikey because Mikey is so impressionable and easily influenced that I think some of the and that's I think it's something that's happened in the past. I think Vlad was doing it for a while until they had a falling out.
I hope you guys have a wonderful life, trashing.
So I do think they use Mikey. More coming. Subscribe, follow them on YouTube. Support the voice. Voices that are willing to ask questions and hold space for something more.
The shit out of people.
I was looking to see. I couldn't quite get that, but I don't know why he showed at the end because those are two flat earthers. I know Justin Johnson 100% is. I've covered him a few times. He is just nothing but a wealth of derp. There's so much.
And but this guy right here promotes alcoholism on YouTube. His channel should be taken down. He
Cheers, Mikey.
Me over the phone, email, YouTube, anywhere that he.
He's got my email blocked, so I couldn't even say anything to him if I wanted to. I didn't harass him anyways. I only gave him what he asked for.
Can possibly do it. He trashes the shit out.
I invited Mikey to come on my channel a few times to come have a little chat. I'll actually invite. He blocked me for it. Not a word of a lie. Mikey blocked me because I put up a video. I tagged him in it to say, "Hey, Mikey, I have a challenge for you. Show me observation of Venus. Show me observation of Jupiter. Show me observation of Mars. Show me your observation of Saturn and of the Moon. And let's compare yours with mine." And this is before I've gotten a little bit better now. I wanted to see my images compared to his images. And then let's test to see which ones are conform to and can be verified through independent analysis. What other independent people are getting, and see which ones are a bit confirm or that that are a bit more realistic to other people are getting, to see which one is most likely to be the more factual and more true to life observations. He blocked me, so. Do it, Zach. Do it, Zach. Do it, Zach. Do it, Zach. Like if he I'd see if he'd let me even go on, but he fucking, like I said, he's got me blocked. He came to see me. And he's even said no Globy will be on his channel. I'd have to probably make a whole new channel. And like cosplay as a flerf for him to let me on, and then I'd have to probably go on without showing my face until I show my face and make sure to record it because it'd be funny as fuck. But yeah, we'd have to do something like that. So I show up like with a beer and go, "Cheers, Mikey." Or even better yet, just grab my my whiskey over there. I have a barrel there that we're gonna be putting stuff in. It's quite old. So I check and make sure it holds, and then right there I have decanter with what's left of some blended Scotch whiskey. I only have sips of that here and there, so it's not something you really drink a lot of. I want to get some single malt because I think I like single malt. So. After. I just realized this is way too big. Here we are. Okay, better.
Out of me, okay? I am absolutely done with this guy. This guy right here. I'm going to phone the border and let them know what's going on. I have his name on.
Anybody explain to me why the hell does Mikey live stream off of his phone and then stream his laptop screen to show this stuff? Why is Mikey streaming holding his phone and then video and then showing his laptop stream instead of just using his CapCut or not CapCut, his StreamYards, and then just sharing the stream? With sharing the screen. Why is you always, that makes no fucking sense to me. He has the capability of doing it. He's using his laptop that he tends to live stream on to do videos, but he's live stream on, but he uses videos or uses his phone and then videotapes the laptop that he does live streaming on. Make it make sense. Yes, CSA. I seen that where they got a what's the name? It's a Rubik's. So like they did the long burn there. They definitely went for the long con because they built up a podcast, kind of made some stuff look good, made a whole podcast, had it's a Rubik's on there hosting it, and then when they made it look legit, then they kind of got back and forth. She worked with getting David Weiss on as like and then had these other two people. Funny. That was funny. That was good. I might have to do next stream. Might have to do that. It's definitely make Dave Weiss think again. But they're gonna have. I think they want to try to get onto the live podcast and establish one because I don't think Dave Weiss would do a new one like that. And see if they can get on and troll him again. I think that'd be pretty fun. So yeah, that was good.
Facebook here. I think I may have blocked him, but just give me a minute here to find him again.
Don't worry, CSA. All right, mate.
Here we go. For those of you who want to know who was harassing me, this guy right here is a piece of rat shit.
Dear Mikey, digital creator, the Drunk Debunk Show. Yes, everybody knows Mike Kiritas is Facebook. I freaking discovered it freaking like 4 months ago. So yeah, it's not hard to find. He's got it open to the public. So
we'll be phoning the Border Patrol as of today and notifying them of you. Okay, I am a Canadian citizen. I detest being a United States American. So yeah. This guy right here is harassing me with phones and pretending he is the government on the phone, changing his voice. And
he pretended to be an agent, but if you listen to it, it was all bullshit. It was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I will be
It was a prank
contacting
call.
Border Patrol, RCMP, Human Rights, and the Government of Canada. And do not.
Come on, Mike. His name was Mike. Was it Dave McKeegan or some shit like that? Like it was something like freaking so ridiculous.
Not think that I won't. I'm doing it as if we do it, speak on the phone right now. I'm going to hang up with this and contact the Border Patrol. Thank you very much for your time. And
the Border Patrol is not going to do absolutely fucking anything with a YouTuber having a bitch about another YouTuber. The Border, if you want to say ring the Border Patrol and say somebody who's like done some really dodgy things is going to come across the border, or somebody who's like a convicted felon, then yeah, that's what they're there for. But if you have an issue with U.S. citizens, Border Patrol has nothing to do with that. Don't give a shit. They only care about their whole thing is they're the Border Patrol. They're worried about people entering and exiting the country, keeping people out from entering the country who are convicted felons or dodgy people or don't have the proper paperwork or trying to sneak in. That's what Border Patrol is about. U.S. citizens, they don't really give a shit about. They're not asked, right? Like if Mike was coming from Canada going like into like as in like Mike Kratas, if he was coming from Canada going into US, all they'd ask is like license. They'd be like, and they ask for ID, make sure he is you U.S. citizen. Yeah, here you are. They'd be like, okay, thanks. Welcome back to welcome home. Bye. Not give it ask. Now, if Michael Allen, as in Mikey Smith, were to go into US, they may want to stop and ask because he's a foreigner trying to enter into the country. But him going back out of the country, U.S. Customs didn't give a shit about him leaving. Now, Canadian Customs, Border Patrol look and go, oh yeah, welcome home, bye. Yes, yeah. They might ask if he's bringing something, he looks something dodgy, like he's smuggling stuff in. There's so many times if they think you're smuggling something in. Other than that, they're not bothered.
Wish you luck in hell, buddy. But yeah, this guy right here, it's going down, man. I've got your phone number on my phone too, so I will be reporting you. Good luck, buddy. So first of all, it'll be YouTube. I'm going to contact their legal department, and yeah, good luck.
I've already discussed that. Does YouTube really gonna give a shit about this? No. Case in point, look at what Nathan Oakley did with Professor Phil Bell. That's been reported numerous times. It's really horrible what he did. The things he said, the things he implied, fucking terrible. Look at fucking Cracky Jackie there, Holly, that fucking vile freaking derpy freaking flat earther that I had on months ago. And that the Drunk Debunk show has had on. She's put up some horrendous things online. Horrendous. Look at the posts and stuff, things she has said, the things claims, the rants, the things she said on live streams, the videos she's put up, like horrendous. And I've even reported because of the hate speech and stuff still up. Don't give a fuck. YouTube, freedom of speech, don't care. And there's some things that YouTube's had up on that's took forever to get down. There's been some really, really dodgy things. So, and dodgy people. So, Mike Curtis and Mikey Smith, Michael Allen, his real name, they're not gonna give a shit about this. It's probably just gonna be like not this binned. They're like it's frivolous bullshit. They're probably just say, yeah, just block him. That's it. They're probably just tell Mikey Smith, block Drunk Debunk show, and don't go on this channel. Done.
YouTube sets you up to fail. There are default settings in your YouTube studio right now, killing your reach. And you probably...
I didn't see to go on that.
All right, guys. So we're going to do a little...
So, yeah, it's... Now, somebody... I asked, actually, Brendan Debate said that Mikey Smith had actually mentioned me or something, but I haven't seen that. So, I did watch the full live stream he did, the hour-long one. I'm not going to go over that again. But... we'll go over this, so why not? It'll be fun.
Save up.
If gravity is what's holding everything down on Earth, where does the gravity come from? Stick with me.
So once again, why is Mikey Smith videotaping? So he's using one phone to videotape the other phone. Yeah, like it's taped up and down like portrait. Why? Makes no sense.
Because the next few minutes are about to debunk gravity irrefutably. They told
I doubt that.
you gravity comes from the Earth's mass. That big objects pull smaller ones toward them. Sounds clean, right? Sounds settled. But think about this for a second. A ship sitting on the ocean. A skyscraper bolted into concrete. A rainstorm forming miles above your head.
You know, a ship floating in the ocean needs uses buoyancy, which needs gravity for buoyancy to work. A skyscraper being up in the air, actually, you know, they're utilizing gravitational pull to and they're utilizing that. They're building because of the gravitational pull, and sometimes even using it for it to push the whole things into place. Like it's kind of, you know, we build with gravity. You know, it's in our, you know, it's required a lot of our stuff.
All of it supposedly being held in place by an invisible force that no one has ever seen, touched, or explained from the ground up. Here
Has anybody explained or touched magnetism? Can you show me a magnetic field? Can you show me the magnetic lines? You can show me the effects of the magnetic field. You can show me the effects of the magnetic lines by using like bits of iron and stuff like that. You can show me the iron following it, but you can't show me the fields themselves. You can show me the effect of the iron filings interacting with the field. You can't show me that. But yet we flerfs don't deny magnetism. Can you show me the wind? What's causing the wind? Can you show me the wind making the trees move? No, you can see the effects of the wind. You can show me the trees are moving because the wind's blowing. The dust is blowing up because the wind's moving. But you can't show me the wind. You can show me the effects of it. You know, you can feel the wind push against you, but it is feeling the effect of it. Just like gravity. Me dropping something, me dropping this can, I'm observing the effects of gravity.
is the part they glossed over in your science class. The man who gave us gravity's formula, Isaac Newton himself, admitted he had zero idea what was causing it. His exact words? He said he would not pretend to know. He gave us
He knew it was there and he was able to measure it and like that, but to measure it, to calculate it, and to utilize it, did he know exactly what was causing it at the time? He had some, and not until Einstein came around did he say, the theory of general relativity and gravitation and obviously space-time warping by the larger mass objects will bend space-time more. Smaller objects still bend space-time less. So obviously the bigger objects bends it more. So Einstein was able to explain in greater detail and refine it better by building upon Isaac Newton's calculations and knowledge already had. But Newton still knew what it was. Like he didn't know what was causing it, and was still working on exactly why is it in the mass causes gravitational pull. It got the space-time, you know, bending of space-time, but you know we're still working on that. Oh, sorry for that.
the math, but he never gave us the why. And today, hundreds of years later, the answer is still the same. We don't know. Now ask yourself.
Yeah, we do. It's the massive objects bending space-time.
If we can clone animals, land machines on other planets, and fit a supercomputer inside your pocket, how is the force that supposedly governs every single object on Earth still unexplained? Unless the explanation we were given was never the full story. And here is where it gets heavy. No pun intended. Picture this. You are standing on a spinning ball, spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, tilted
At the equator, but not everywhere. But its rotation is measured in miles per hour. It is measured in RPM or degrees per over time. So if you want to look at like the speed, the Earth rotates at 0.00069 RPM. Now, is that actually fast? Or you know, put it into that context, the hour hand in a clock, it moves half that speed. So look at the hour hand of your clock, look how fast it's moving, and then cut that in half. And that's how fast the Earth is moving in one rotation in one day.
At an angle, flying through space at 67,000 miles per hour around the sun, and the only thing stopping you from being flung off into the dark vacuum of space is gravity, this invisible, unexplained force that no scientist can fully define. Does that...
It is. I've brought up countless times the Cavendish experiment, on the Cavendish, the Palm-Rebka experiment, and flat earthers run for every time I mention that. They just try to run away from it.
Not bother anyone else? All right, so here's the thing. Physics, for all its power and precision, just isn't perfect. There are places and situations where the rules we've relied on...
Zach Hyde said YouTube set Mikey up to fail, probably. Don't have it being exposed to flat Earth or being if they're being like before, but a lot of flat earthers online are nasty people. They are, yeah. I do realize a lot of flat earthers are nasty people. I think it's sometimes it's it may be down to a lot of frustration growing up, where it's just what a lot of people around them found things very easy to explain and to comprehend, and they really struggled. Really struggled with what people just defined as basic concepts, like why things fall, why is the sun rise, why is two times 2 equal 4, why does 1 times 1 equal 1 and not equal 2, shit like that. Why is Terrence Howard an idiot? They struggle with these things, and the other people try to explain it, but they just can't quite. It's hard for them to comprehend, and they become very nasty, bitter people because it's just frustration over time. So yeah.
For centuries, just stop working. It's not just odd or inconvenient. It's a real problem. The universe at its edges doesn't play by the rules we thought we understood. And honestly, that's a bit unsettling, isn't it? Because it gets worse. The same science that tells you gravity is real also admits that at the quantum level, the tiny world of atoms and particles, gravity basically breaks down. It stops making sense. The equation...
Now, actually, I don't know if you've seen this. I see something probably the other day about gravity at the quantum level. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because there was something, I've seen an article. There's a new study that came out, and they're kind of thing, and they've actually got something that might they can what is it? Something they can measure single gravitons. Let me see if I can find it. And it's somewhere in Europe. Was it Geneva? I think it was in Geneva. Let me look at study to the... It's something that came out. Study... Stevens Institute. There we are. CERN? No, it's not CERN. Funny enough. Bring this up. So it actually is the Stevens Institute. So it's the Stevens Institute building the world's first graviton detector. So there's this fella here. I was reading another article. This is actually where the source is, right? So with support from WM Kent Foundation, a Stevens Yale collaboration is now transforming graviton detection from long-standing impossibility into the first of its kind experimental program. So we're talking graviton is down to the quantum level, funny enough. So in 2024, ignore I'm gonna probably massacre this last one. Pikovolsky and his team published a discovery in Nature Communications showing that graviton detection is in fact possible. With support of W.M. Kendrick Foundation, a Stevens Yale collaboration is now transforming graviton detection, a long-standing possibility, into the first of its kind experimental program. So, Hoboken, New Jersey, January 15th, 2026. This is actually more modern. Next one, or more recent. Last one I read was from last year. Modern physics has a problem. It has two main pillars: are quantum theory and Einstein's theory of general relativity. Yet these two frameworks are seemingly incompatible. Quantum theory describes nature in terms of discrete quantum particles and interactions, while general relativity treats gravity as a smooth curvature of space and time. A true unification requires gravity itself to be quantum, mediated by particles known as gravitons. However, detecting even a single graviton was long thought fundamentally impossible. As a result, the problem of quantum gravity remained largely theoretical, with no experimentally grounded theory of everything in sight. This situation changed very recently in 2024. Igor Pikvosky, assistant professor of Stevens Institute of Technology, and his team published a discovery in Nature Communications showing that graviton detection is, in fact, possible. For a long time, graviton detection was considered so hopeless that it was not treated as an experimental problem at all, says Pikvosky. What we found is that this conclusion no longer holds in the area of modern quantum technology. The key is a new perspective that synthesizes two major experimental advances. The first is the detection of gravitational waves, ripples in space-time produced by collisions of black holes or neutron stars. Predicted by Einstein over a century ago, gravitational waves were first observed in 2015, are now detected routinely, opening an entirely new window into the universe. If gravity ultimately obeys quantum physics, gravitational waves would be described as vast collections of gravitons acting in concert, appearing indistinguishable from a classic wave in current observations. The second advance comes from quantum engineering. Over the past decade, physicists have learned how to cool, control, and measure increasingly massive systems in genuine quantum states, bringing quantum phenomenon far beyond the atomic scale. In a landmark experiment in 2022, the laboratory of Jack Harris, professor of Yale University, demonstrated control and measurement of individual vibrational quanta of superfluid helium weighing over a nanogram. Pikvosky realized that if these two compatibilities are combined, it becomes possible to absorb and detect a single graviton. A passive gravitational wave can, in principle, transfer exactly one quantum of energy, i.e. a single graviton, into a significantly massive quantum system. The resulting energy shifts is small, but can be resolved. The true difficulty is that gravitons are almost never interact with matter. But for quantum systems at the kilogram scale, rather than a microscopic scale, exposed to intense gravitational waves from merging black holes or neutron stars, observing a single graviton becomes possible. So the kind of saying is that because the advancements in technology and stuff like that, and because now we're routinely detecting gravitational waves since LIGO was able to do it in 2015 and confirm it, and now is being able to replicate that. And the advancements in obviously quantum detection, we can now this is something they're looking at setting up, and they've realized there's actually an old technology. It's like these big huge barrel things I remember seeing, and they figured out because they're not being used anymore, but they actually are, because they're so massive. They reckon that with that and combining the newer technology, quantum detection into these big, usually kind of barrel things, that they're able to detect single neutrons as they pass through these. From explained to me. So I'm not gonna read this whole article, but you get the idea here. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it will. But it's not that much longer. So, building on this recent discovery, Pikvosky and Harris have now teamed up to construct the world's first experimentally explicitly designed to detect individual gravitons with support from W.M. Kendrick Foundation. The team is developing a superfluid helium resonator on the centimeter scale, approaching the regime required to absorb single gravitons from astrophysical gravitational waves. We already have this extra tool, said Harris. We can detect single quanta in macroscopic quantum systems. Now it's a matter of scaling. The experiment aims to immerse a ground scale cylindrical resonator in a superfluid helium container, cool the system to its quantum ground state, and use laser-based measurements to detect individual photons. The vibrational quanta into which gravitons are converted, the detector builds on systems already operated in the Harris laboratory, but pushes them into a new regime, scaling the mass to the ground level while preserving exquisite quantum sensitivity. Demonstrating the successful operation of this platform will establish a blueprint for the next iteration that can be scaled to the sensitivity required for direct graviton detection, opening a new experimental frontier in quantum gravity. Quantum physics began with experiments on light and matter, says Polowski. Our goal now is to bring gravity into this experimental domain and to study gravitons and the way physics first studied photons over a century ago. All right, so and it goes into kind of some background. So, yeah, that was obviously January 15th, 2026. So that's kind of I found that really quite interesting that these claims, if you do a little bit of research, are falsified. That we are actually, theoretically, at least look at building an experiment to detect gravity on a quantum scale.
Fall apart. Two of the biggest theories in all of physics, general relativity and quantum mechanics, cannot be reconciled when it comes to gravity. They are not compatible. Scientists call it one of the greatest unsolved problems in physics. So
well, I have just actually refuted that with a study from the Stevens Institute, and obviously what the Stevens Institute and and Yale University. So that was wrong.
let that land. The force they told you is responsible for everything. The tides, the orbits, your weight.
And obviously we can measure gravity because we can measure gravitational waves from the collision of black holes and pulsar stars, as well as we can measure gravity on Earth. That's, we got gravimeters. There's people that literally use gravity and different things to detect things like mineral deposits, oil deposits, stuff like that, to a very, very accurate level.
Is also the thing that breaks their own best models of reality. You were handed a confident answer to a question that science itself has never fully solved. And the moment you start asking the follow-up questions, things get very interesting very fast. Because the evidence that gets quietly left out of the textbooks tells a completely different story. So what if falling and floating and weight have nothing to do with invisible pulling forces? What if density and buoyancy explain everything we see on Earth?
But they don't, because density isn't a force. It has no vector. And buoyancy requires gravity. So, they don't explain everything. And just, so, yeah, they don't. Flerfs love to bring that up, but then they don't understand the basics.
Heavy things sink. Light things rise. No mysterious force needed. No invisible pull. Just the natural behavior of matter in a medium.
See, I always find this funny when they always talk about heavy as in weight. Flat earthers don't realize that weight is measurement. Weight isn't a force. Weight is simply the measurement of a force. And the force that you're measuring is the gravitational pull on an object. So weight is simply just how much pull, how much is gravity working on that. Weight isn't a force.
A rock sinks in water not because the earth pulled it down, but because it is denser than the water around it. A balloon floats up not because...
No, because obviously it goes down because, yeah, it is denser. And so density isn't pulling it down. It's the simple fact that the buoyant force acting on that compared to how heavy, how much force is being pulled by the buoyancy pushing up compared to the gravity pulling down. Gravity is winning. Is is stronger than the buoyant force. There's two forces working, one's winning.
Because gravity weakened, but because it is lighter than the air surrounding it. Simple.
It's nothing to do with light, it's the fact that it's buoyancy once again. The air around the balloon is denser. It's being pulled greater. It's got more mass than the helium inside the balloon. But if you put those balloons in a helium-filled balloon or sealed room and you filled it with helium, those balloons would drop to the ground. They wouldn't float because wouldn't have the buoyant force. You wouldn't have the medium has more mass being pulled down, and because it's pulling down, it pushes something up. So you had the buoyant force pushes something up as something pulling down. So it has to do with, so it's how buoyancy works. So and it has to do with how much it takes up compared to how much mass it has. So a helium balloon has got very low mass compared to the air around it, and so the buoyant force pulls the heavier air down, denser air down, and pushes the less dense material up until it hits to a point where it equalizes. And then until the buoyant force is no longer strong enough compared to the gravitational force pushing it down, pulling it down.
Measurable, observable. So when you look at the world this way, the explanations seem a lot more straightforward, don't they? It's all about what things are made of and where they are, not some unseen force acting at a distance. The evidence is right in front of us, plain as day, if we're willing to pay attention. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to rethink what we've been told and look at things with fresh eyes. All right, so take oil and water in a glass. You don't actually need gravity to explain why oil floats and water sinks.
Well, it has to do with the mass, obviously, the buoyant force once again. So it's, and obviously you have the it's also has to do with the how water has a film, has the molecules and how they bond together compared to the oil, and so they don't mix because of the different properties.
It's all about density. That explains it completely. Now, just scale that up.
Once again, density doesn't have a vector. Density, like this. If density was the reason why things fall, then the air above this can is less dense than the air below this can. So why doesn't the can fall up, go towards the lesser dense medium? Why doesn't it go up? Why doesn't it go sideways? Why is it like, what if I have, why does it only fall down? Because the less dense medium is actually up. So it can't be. And so once again, density is only how tightly packed the stuff is inside an object, right? It's how dense it is.
A bit. Apply that same thinking to everything in our world. Weather systems, ocean layers, sediment in rivers, how hot air.
Weather systems, once again, that is different forces acting upon, and it's the same thing why you can have high pressure and low pressure, and one moves to the other, but you have them beside each other and mixing and moving around. But you also have thermals and stuff. So you have, if you have hotter air, there's hotter air or hotter pockets tend to have less mass. Things aren't as dense, don't have as much mass, and so there will be buoyancy will push them up, while gravity is pulling stuff down, and you have the mixing and going and moving around.
Air rises and cold air drops.
You also have the Coriolis effect as well, which affects weather systems.
Every single example works with density and buoyancy. No invisible force required. And here's the one that, well, makes people stop cold. NASA, the very organization that's supposed to prove we live on a spinning globe in space, has admitted in their own technical documents that a lot of their calculations actually assume a flat, non-rotating Earth model for certain flight and atmospheric measurements. Not because they...
That's only for engineering, and when assuming like having to calculate the more complex calculations to have the rotating Earth and have the curvature is not required, which is why they have to say in this model we assumed these things because we had to. Hold on. Let's try that again. Test 1 2. Working now, yeah. So they always bring up that one document where they had to make an assumption of these things, and it's only because they had to mention that. So when doing the calculations, they realized that these things weren't accounted for to keep the calculations more simple.
They believe the Earth is flat, but because flat and stationary models just produce more accurate results for specific applications. Their words, not ours. So the next time someone tells you the debate is over, just ask them why the agency with the most satellites in orbit still finds it useful to model the Earth as flat and still. The question was
Trying to keep the calculations a little more simple, so they're not overcomplicating things, and it's having to have. It depends on how many orders of magnitude do you need to have for accuracy. That's pretty much it. It's only engineering documents for, like, they also say in that document that it's a aircraft that are of a fixed mass and are rigid, which aircraft aren't a fixed mass. They lose mass and stuff and get lighter as they travel because they lose burning fuel off. And also aircraft aren't rigid. They have flex. They're able to move and flex and stuff like that. You're a bit on the aircraft. Well, look at the wings. You can see them moving up and down. They need to have flex. If they're rigid, they would probably end up getting damaged and broken a lot easier, and then they probably wouldn't fly so well.
never really whether the Earth is flat or round. The real question is, why are we still being handed settled answers to questions that even the experts are quietly still working on? If this video made you uncomfortable, good. If it made you curious, even better. Because that feeling, that itch that something does not quite add up, that's your mind working exactly the way it should. There's a lot more where this came from. Every video on this page is built the same way. No lectures, no preaching, just the stuff they left out.
Just an AI voice with a whole bunch of clips that they just kind of jumbled together to make dumb people feel smart. If flat earthers even did 5 minutes of research and actually were honest about it, they'd get the answers they want. But they don't want to do that. It's much easier for them to just be spoon-fed things and told what to think. The flat earthers always claim that Globers are the ones who are indoctrinated and only believe what they hear. But really what it is that flat earthers only believe what some idiot on YouTube or TikTok have told them to believe. And they've gone along going, okay, yeah. So I'm the smart one and all those smart kids at school were stupid. That was a problem. That's why I didn't get it. That's pretty much it. They can look back and go, I wasn't the dumb one. They were dumb. They're indoctrinated. I was smart. I refused indoctrination. And then they feel better. And then they move on. And then they run around thinking that they're SMRT.
The questions that don't have clean answers. The details hidden in plain sight. Drop what you think in the comments. Seriously. Tell me one thing from this video that hit different for you. And then go hit the next video, because what comes after this one connects directly to everything we just talked about.
Yes, hit the next video. Keep looking at my stuff so that I can push the, I can get monetization and I can push the algorithm and get more stuff. Here, we're gonna do this. This will go over Mikey's head. Yeah, there we are. Look how gravity is being tested at quantum level. This video is wrong. Right. So yeah, so we're having to check out Mikey Smith here and seeing what he's been putting out. So I think that's about it there. I'm going to kind of leave it there. I'm gonna have to take off here in about, what time is it now? In about 50 minutes, and go pick up my daughter from school, and then pick up my wife later on. So yeah, so that's a bit of what Mikey Smith's done since his crash out. He did, I think he did live. What was his live? Last one he did was 6 days ago, and yeah, so he hasn't done anything recently, but I'll definitely keep an eye on it. It's quite entertaining to see what he's doing. I wonder if he's actually gonna still try to go to the Canadian Space Agency and go stand out in front of their place out in Toronto, or not Toronto, in Quebec. Sorry, wrong button. And that'd be quite interesting to see what he does there. Could get himself a lot of trouble. I think he's given up because he was gonna go and try to like appeal his court decision. I hope that maybe he went and talked to his lawyer and they said that's a really stupid idea. Don't do that. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. Pay your fine, pay the court fine that you already have been implied with, and move on with your life and be lucky he got away with such a light thing, because they could have gone for a lot more. The judge actually took pity on him. So yeah. That's about it for now. So everybody, thanks for watching. On your way out, don't forget to hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the like button and share it out. And if you watch this on VOD, then thanks for watching. Comment down below. What do you think? Do you think Mikey's a dumbass? Do you think he's getting himself in more trouble? Be interested to see if he puts up anything on responses from stuff. I know he's looking for the Human Rights Commission as well. So that'd be quite fun. Hopefully he puts something up on the response from that, but we have no idea. But yeah, thanks Canadian Space Advocate for coming in here, hanging out with me. That was awesome. Great to see you. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and get your yard cleaned up, because it looks like you have a nice yard there. Just gotta get in there and start hack-a-lacking. All right, don't forget, people, Earth's definitely a globe, space is real, but don't forget, stay curious, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching.
NASA lies, yeah, that's what I say. Don't have proof or facts in any way. I claim the moon's made of plasma, a place no one can go. The Apollo program's a scam, I can't back it up though. They talk about the ISS is floating in space. You ask me in a pool, I'd say is the case. Sataloons in the sky held up by helium balloons. But bro, that's just a lie, cause that's what all bitches do. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. The firmament is real, a dome up above, but I'll never prove it, so lost that I'm dumb. I know the world is flat, trust your sense of sight. Saying gravity's just a theory is why I'm up at night. NASA is phony like a show or movie, fake like on stage. Truman Show, child's play, it's just but suck at this game. Because I'm just a dick with only my stupid self to blame. But I'm so fucking sure that the earth is flat, based on how I feel. With my pop-up flerfs, work my blind faith is what keeps it real. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. Asking the wrong questions, my beliefs are all faith-based. I can't see the fucking answers right in front of my face. Stanley Kubrick is mentioned every single goddamn time. Somehow he filmed it without nobody dropping a dime. The firmament is a dome, it keeps water in the sky. But when you ask me to prove it, I can't know why. NASA in Hebrew, it means to lie or deceive. My flerf priest told me, and blindly I believe. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. strange is so loud. NASA's lies, people, space is fake, and Earth isn't round. Oh shit, the fathers and husbands stop me into the ground.
Asking the wrong questions, my beliefs are all faith-based. I can't see the fucking answers right in front of my face. Stanley Kubrick is mentioned every single goddamn time. Somehow he filmed it without nobody dropping a dime.
The firmament is a dome, it keeps water in the sky. But when you ask me to prove it, I can't. Why? NASA in Hebrew, it means a liar. Deceive my flirt priest told me, and blindly I believe. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in the way I hate and see coon, he shows me proof. Spreading misinformation and lies, willfully so proud. Like Nathan Thompson yelling at strangers so loud. NASA's lies, people's space is fake and Earth isn't loud. Oh shit, the fathers and husbands stop me into the crowd.